glowing and growing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, speaking of growing up, what was it like?
I want to know if you guys think you're looking at like a reflection, a doppelganger, a duo,
A mini me.
Do you know who is who?
I
This is
love
a younger
when they-
Jamie.
I love when they ask, is she gonna pay her own tab? And I'll be like, yeah, I
The
hope.
answer is
One day she's gonna pay mine
no.
too.
All right, this is the Glow Tell All. I'm gonna tell all of Jamie's secrets, what it's like growing up with the one and only. But first, I am Kayla, the prodigy, an icon, a legend. Anything else you would like to add?
I just got lost at secrets because I have none. I'm pretty open and out
She
there.
doesn't have secrets, but you know what? It's been a wild ride with this one, and I will tell you all about it. Where should we start? Childhood trauma.
I don't know what she's talking
What
about,
it's
honestly.
like now. Because
Where's
we've
my
come
son?
a long way.
Come a long way. Yes, yes, I was raising myself and you at the same time. I had her at.
I would just like to say I was also raising her simultaneously.
Yeah, that's probably actually more accurate.
But you know what? That's like the eldest daughter role. Someone had to be responsible. This is a little wild card, you guys. You don't know what you're going to get sometimes. I had to keep that chill, mellow vibe to really anchor us down.
I don't know what she's talking about. So where do we begin? I guess one question is, what was it like raising an entrepreneur mom?
It was interesting. I mean, it all started in our living room, really. I mean, after leaving your med spa and where you were and breaking out on your own, Glow was a home business. I remember, waking up a hungover teenager. You just hear the sound of clients coming in and out all day.
We're like, pretended like the house was clean. We'd only clean the front room, basically.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, nobody come downstairs.
Yeah,
and
because
nobody
life
come
with
out.
an entrepreneur is messy. It's chaotic. Our inside of our home reflected in the inside of here. what it was like building everything from the ground up was interesting. You never know what mood you were gonna get. She was really happy sometimes.
I mean, I was working 60 hours a week and trying to raise kids at the same time. And like nobody contributed to anything other than me. I felt like
yeah, you know what? I do actually agree with that, and I do have regrets of that. I could have pulled my weight a little bit better around that house.
I would
as a
just
daughter.
constantly say, you guys, like, if you just put the dishes away, that means I don't have to, and then I have more time to help you guys do whatever with your lives.
Yeah, a really great story actually is when Ella, who's usually on the podcast, she is the director of training, was
I'm
at
just
her
back
house.
here, guys. I'm just back here.
She was at her house one time, and my mom's like, oh, these refrigerator people are coming over, and they get there, and my brother and I are both home, and they're like, okay, well, you gotta like take everything out of the refrigerator for us to do this, and me and my brother are just like, Ella's
Helpless.
like, I'll get it, guys,
My
don't
kids were
worry.
so helpless.
So here Ella is, pulling all of our weight.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Following the instructions, texting me with what
Remember Ella?
amounts of water we had to use to dump out.
She was in charge of like repairing our stairs,
I
sanding
sanded
them.
the stairs all day.
Oh, I forgot I
Yeah,
contracted
sanded
her
her
stairs.
stairs.
She's a jack of many trades.
Yeah, but you would have thought when those refrigerator repair people came,
No.
Kayla Blake didn't even know what a refrigerator was.
They were like,
Okay,
"Where
they're
is
like,
it?"
well, what are we supposed to do? I don't know, guys.
No.
I always
Yeah.
said the oven was just for storage.
So yeah,
For
Jamie
looks.
really did it all. My
Yeah.
bad.
And now I'm just tired. I think it's catching
now
up with
she
me.
finds somebody else to do it all for her. So well deserved.
I try.
You
So
really pulled her weight there for a
I
second.
still like to do a lot of it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just a
She
doer.
does.
I'm a doer by nature, and I think that's what nurses are just doers. I think we're so programmed to be so hands-on and so into the moment that I think that we don't know how not to do. And so we're just very active,
sure.
like go-getters, and I feel like nursing school maybe ruins you for that, and I think other nurses out there could probably agree, because every nurse I know is kind of the same. We're all empathetic, we all want to help and fix people. We're fixers, we're healers, we're heroes, and we're just doers. Like, we hit the door in the ground running and we just don't stop, and I think that's carried over into my whole life.
For sure. It's reflected in literally every aspect.
And my work ethic was just always strong. I had a job since I was 14
I was
years
gonna
old.
say, but let's rewind to like pre-Glow days. Like, I've never known my mom to not have multiple jobs while raising us, while balancing, you know, being young and having a social life. But I mean, her work ethic was for sure like took the cake of everything.
Well, do you want to know what my theory is?
What?
I think that single moms are the biggest hustlers. I always have.
I mean,
I've
you
always
have to
believed
be.
it. You don't have an option. There is no option.
It's or homelessness. So
Yeah, it
you
is
better
like
hustle
survival
or
of the
homeless.
fittest. And honestly, like, I think everything's placed in your life for a reason. And I think I was given a child, which is you, at the age of 17, my high school year. One, probably to keep me grounded.
I was at her high school graduation.
Yes. And she was also attending high school with me, and she didn't retain much in the womb.
No. So yeah, that's a pretty popular question. I feel like, why would I not go to nursing school, take over all these clients, be involved, be a nurse injector? The answer is because I don't want to. I found my own niche in the world, okay? It's just not meant for me. I wasn't made for blood and
Fast pace.
no, I'm a very chill person.
She likes naps.
Okay, but let's not act like I do nothing, okay? I am involved in Glow, and I handle all of the social media, the
Yes.
media aspect of everything. I'm not useless.
I realized, so I always thought if I never did like nursing school or whatever, I would have been a marketer. I used to like love Who's the Boss when I was little, and Angela was like this like, marketing executive, and it was a way for me to be creative. So I thought when I started Glow, wow, like I can do social media. And then Kayla was like, Mom, all your pictures are crooked, cropped, not portioned. People don't want to look at this. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm thinking my generation's fine. Everybody likes my stuff. Like,
All
who
about
cares?
the aesthetic.
And then she was like, no. And then honestly, I just didn't even have the time to create social media anymore. I was so busy focusing just on clients and people, and it was just taking all of my time up, that making a social media post can take extensive time to do.
It's so time consuming, and as a busy business owner, when you're already a million things at once, like a social media manager is a whole other role to add on
For
top
sure,
of it.
it can save you hours of time. Have somebody who has
Your
an
brain's
aesthetically,
gotta be on.
yes, and like you have to be able to be conditioned to do that too.
Yeah.
And I'm not a sit stiller.
Not at
So,
all.
Um,
And navigating social media alone is a challenge for
I
many.
do think though there is this misconception though, like, oh, social media is going to influence clients to come. I think it's necessary. I think you have to have it. And if anything, if you're going to gain clients from social media, it's from before and after photos, because they want to see your quality of work. But at the end of the day, it is about the integrity and the character and quality of a person that you are. And I think social media can reflect that, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to gain clients just by social media.
I would like everybody listening to understand that my job and your social media manager's job is not to bring you 100 clients up front. It is to build your credibility, to show your authenticity so that you can align with those future clients and build a community for sure. But social media should not be like your number one outlet of like, let's make this post, let's do this, I need to get clients in the door. Like, there's a lot that goes into bringing clients in the door.
It's word of mouth, and it's just making people like you. It's
Yeah.
making people like you and trust you. That's it.
Yeah.
It's actually not that hard. All you have to do is just be a genuine human being that we're all born to be.
And so many people are so scared to put their own faces on their social media. I get it. Like, the camera comes out, it's weird. Even if I were to sit here and record a video, like, I don't want to get a little bit awkward, but like, it's just about being authentic, truly.
Well, and I blame social media for that, though. It's all those filters.
Because you think you have to be
everything's
perfect.
fake.
But, like,
Everything's
we're
so
past
fake. And we're
that, I
now
feel like.
comparing to these filters. My clients used to come and be like, can you make me look like this filter? And I'd be
I
like,
know.
literally.
It's fucked up.
But like, women and society are setting the standards high. Like, people are investing into themselves and putting a lot into themselves. Like, Ozempic, oh my gosh, everybody's skinny. So like,
I know, but I do feel like simultaneously there's a little bit of a curve going on that like it is a trend to be yourself again.
for sure.
And that shouldn't be a trend. That should be always to anybody listening. Please
To
be
the
yourself.
core.
You shouldn't look like a filter. It's okay to be a human too. It's
But-
okay to elevate yourself.
Yes, it's still okay to
Take care of yourself
and like,
for sure.
but like it's that word harmony. It's my favorite word. It's all about finding that harmony between too much and too little.
Yeah, balance.
You got to put some effort in. Anything great does take effort, but anything oversaturated, overdone is just too much. Over, in
Too
any
much. We're past the
realm or
duck lips.
aspect.
We're past
Yeah, it's all about facial harmony, but like I have to say that when you do feel good and we represent this, you look good,
You look
feel
good, you do good.
do good,
Totally.
yes.
I put that in many, many captions.
Yes,
It
I
is
know.
a big highlight.
I mean, it just is not
Because it
something
is true.
that's ever
You know
gonna
what?
change.
As a little kid, though, like I was a dancer, and I would always tell like my dance teachers, like, well, when I look good, like I dance better.
Yeah,
I really did.
I dance better when I look good too.
Yeah, we all do.
You should catch me in the kitchen.
You should.
It's total.
One thing about her is like this girl loves a vibe. I mean, who doesn't? The LED lights, the speakers, the bass is bumping. That's what it's like to walk into her house.
It's a club
this day.
24/7.
A club. She wants to set that tone, and she does. And I love that for
Speaking
her.
of a club, so I met the owner of EXO in Edwardsville, Gina, and went to see her new facility, which, by the way, has a med spa in Edwardsville, Illinois. And let's talk about working in a club. I had to go and reevaluate my whole life leaving there because music videos, lighting, everything I dreamed of in this like multi-million-dollar building, and I was like,
I think it's called EXO, but I went there in high school, and
well, she calls it EXO,
oh, okay,
but yes, it is EXO.
okay, go if you were
No,
listening.
it is so cool. And I was like,
This
maybe
is
I should
actually
just work
sponsored.
here.
I'm just kidding, but no, it's actually like amazing. It's so fun. You'll have the time of your life. They serve you drinks.
Gina's
They're
been living my life.
bumping club music.
Yes, but that's what I like my house to look like and the inside of my car
Because
also.
who doesn't love a vibe? I mean,
And
I
who
get
doesn't
it.
love gangster rap? I mean, anybody who grew up in,
No.
the 80s,
2000s
90s. I love when my
rap,
kids say,
R&B.
are you born in the 1900s, Mom? Yeah, I am. Okay, 1982 for...
How we know how old you are.
I got no shame in my game.
That's okay.
People
You
usually
look
think
like
I'm her
it.
sister, so I'm like, whatever.
Oh, yeah, we're back to this.
I have no shame in my age, honestly, and like...
As you shouldn't. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing to age. You're wiser.
I mean, I don't like any like loose skin
I'm not
type
sure
of
she's
aging.
wiser.
No, I might be getting dumber, honestly. By
She's cool. Yeah.
I try to take all those vitamins. I would like to see that there might be other like.
This is
choices
just
that-
a young,
think my
free,
brain just doesn't
wild
stop.
soul. That's probably why I'm so old on the inside, you guys. I had to raise her too. Now I'm like 80.
It's hard to tame this little. I'm getting there though.
Yeah.
I think
You have.
I have
Wow.
temporary moments, and then I'll be like, "Who killed my spirit?"
Like
And
yesterday,
why-
she had to go get Reiki to really bring those spirits back up.
Yeah, my spirits have been down, which is so crazy. But I guess that only just makes me human, like
You're
anybody else.
human, you're an entrepreneur, you're
But
busy.
when you try to empower others nonstop, it can be draining. You can lose your sparkle. It can dull a little bit. So that's why I am the first person to admit that I'm not perfect by any means. But like
Nobody
taking care
is.
of yourself needs to be priority, because how can you provide for others if you're not putting yourself first?
You can't pour from an empty cup.
And
I
I'm
always
gonna
say
tell you
that.
what, I wake up hours and hours early before my day needs to get started to check all those 65 boxes that you're supposed to every day. And sometimes the harder I try, the like worse off I feel. But
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm back. I feel like Reiki helped. Something helped. I don't know.
I like to just let it all
I don't know
flow.
what it was.
Just whatever happens, gonna happen that day.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually kind of funny to think about, like, I don't know, modern day in this world especially, you would think like the daughter of an injector, like what could be better? You have access to everything. And I've tried everything. I've had everything done, but now like I moved to Florida and I just kind of became a hippie.
She's just
Yeah.
a beach hippie, all natural, doesn't really care. This is the girl who's getting lip filler basically in high
16.
school.
No,
Yeah.
I would come to school with like my swollen lips. And,
But I'm gonna tell you what,
like,
her lip filler never held. She's got M-shaped
No, you guys,
lips.
I don't
We've tried
know. It's
every
not even
filler,
meant for me.
every filler out there on the market, and literally it just would never stay.
Like when I say this face has been done, it's been done.
Yeah.
But no, it never really held. I think it's just
I do feel though when girls get it too young, it does make them look older. I've watched it happen like
oh
many
my
times
gosh,
in my
for
career.
sure. You look at a girl in her 20s and like she's perfectly chiseled and has so much, and it's like, are you 35?
Yeah, 20s, you're meant to have a round face. That's what youthful looks. So I used to say that to clients also. Like, they're like, I want to look like I'm in my 20s. And I go, I bet you don't. I bet you thought your face was chubby in your 20s. Because you actually don't start to develop contour until your 30s. And that's when we start to lose some of,
I can see that.
Yeah.
Girls be looking old these days.
So old. I see why it sets people up for failure in their life.
Yes, and then I imagine you probably just become obsessed. Like you're just chasing this perfect image.
You at one point in time were obsessed, but you just
no, you guys, I
transitioned
was
your
an
whole life differently.
entirely different person. That's
totally different.
a
We've
story
seen her
for
go through some
another
eras.
day.
I've been through some eras. She's been through
both
some
people
eras.
in this room. I mean, I've lived many lives.
Many.
But
You know
I'm
what?
where I'm supposed to be right now.
Yes, and I would never change any of it. I like all of my phases.
No, me too. I used to be so fun, okay? The life of the party. Always chasing a good time.
She got that from me for sure. I still am like that. Well, I'm not really the life of the party. I like small
Now,
parties.
I love to rot. It's my favorite. To rot. Chill. Hang out with my dog. Go to the beach. Life's good, you guys.
I don't know. I think I still like to. I just feel like my passion is to elevate others. I'm just uplifted by that.
Yeah.
I'm more of on
you
a
want to be out
recharge.
there front lines.
Yeah, I'm on a recharge phase for sure. But like at the end of the day, like the day I get to change even one person's life and better it in any way is what like sets my soul on fire.
For sure. And I've definitely got that from you. But honestly, that's why I love social media, because I feel like I get to do that on like the back end of it. What I really love about my job specifically as a social media manager and working with Glow specifically is that all of my clients, I mean, I know them, or it's word of mouth, and I have an interpersonal direct relationship with them. These aren't like random companies I found and never see. Like,
what I love the most,
it's so much empowerment.
Is literally I can just have a like off the wall thought, you know, because I can't help this brain and what time of day it strikes. But then I just drop her a quick little text and be like, hey, I need this and this. And she's like, okay. I don't have to question what you're doing. I don't even have to look, approve. I just know it's going to be the best quality and it's going to be epic and it gets done. I mean,
so I'm not just riding all the time. I do work, it looks like it because I work from my couch, but believe it or not, I work 365 days a year, all day long.
I do. I'm with her a lot. You know, we'll travel and go on like little family trips, and she definitely has to seclude herself and take that time, which is admirable because I cannot work like that on the fly. I'm more like need to be in a setting and like ready and like disciplined. I'm not disciplined enough. That was my concern working from home was, am I disciplined enough? No.
Oh my God, I love working from home, you guys. It is the best thing that's ever happened to me. People are always like, oh, you should go to a coffee shop, go work here. Absolutely not. I have everything I need right here in this little vicinity. I'm good.
I just like variety. I need variety. I need 12 offices.
That's probably part of me
17 different
getting
states.
boring though. It's all I do is just stay home on my little phone, just cranking out social media.
I'm not a settler
posts.
type of girl, and that's probably what's always
It's not
kept me
settling.
pushing forward.
It's called contentment.
No. I'm not a content person either.
No, because she's a wild card.
I journal about being content, but I wonder what it's like. And when I'm content for about 3 days, I think I'm depressed.
No, I'm not upset.
And I'm like, what is the same thing every day? No, thank you.
I mean, no, it feels different. It's different task, just in the same environment. It's a little bit of a balance. I like it. It works for me.
Yeah. You do social media though for other businesses, not just aesthetics.
Yeah, I mean, definitely like primarily, I would say most of my clients are, glow injectors and whatnot, the glow page itself. But I dabble out a little bit. Like my friend Josh, Gold Holdings, shout out.
Yeah.
Lots of different Airbnb properties.
We love
My
using-
fiance, Wake to Wake, I run his accounts.
Well, I love using Josh's properties for a lot of events that we host through Glow.
Yeah, let me just give a quick little shout out. If you guys are in the St. Louis area and you're looking for literally the most immaculate, luxurious Airbnbs, I'm not saying this as a spokesperson, by the way, because like
and
I work for 'em.
artistic. Like it's just like
No,
there's
it will
nothing
blow
like
your mind. It's one of a
Yes.
kind. If you need an event, a little getaway, a photo shoot,
Yeah.
anything. Like the Gold Holdings properties are it. We used to host our galas there, which
Yeah.
is also part of my job description. I have put together
event planning.
many amazing events, might I say, with Glow.
Yeah,
They're one of a kind.
for sure. She does such a great job.
Okay, so I'm definitely
being
on like the
detail-oriented.
creative, artistic side. I like media. I like
Yeah.
the event planning. All the things she doesn't like. Just like I don't like injecting, seeing clients.
Yeah,
like, that would
I
never be
actually
me.
like all of it, but not like a ton of all of it.
You don't
and
have
I
the
don't have
time.
And like when it comes to tiny details of planning,
I love it because I just know what I would want, like in an event.
mentality though for so long, still like I'd be like, no, we don't need to spend money on that. I never
No,
thought
for
like
sure, for
detail
sure.
was like that significant to events, and I, because literally I come from, I always say upper lower class or lower middle class.
Yeah, for
I don't
sure,
know.
for
And
sure.
like in the 80s and 90s, I feel like everybody kind of lived the same.
And
It's
like,
so kind of blurred.
that Midwest, like kind
Simple
of basic
mentality.
mindset.
Oh, work 9 to 5, have a white picket fence.
Yeah.
My mom always hopes that I can find a man off a Hallmark movie and a love story such, and I wish that too, but like,
She's
hello,
trying.
it's not reality. I've come to
Just tried a
conclusion.
few times.
Being an entrepreneur and having a relationship, that's a whole nother session, let me tell you.
You know what, you guys, that's a podcast for another day. I could go on and on and on and on and on about that.
Faces.
It's interesting.
All
It
right.
is.
Well, yeah, thank you so much for joining in today while you were in town. And
Yes.
if you have any marketing needs, definitely contact her.
You need a little social media tips and
You
tricks.
can follow her. What's your like Instagram handle? I don't even have social
I mean,
media.
I don't
so
have like a
know.
business Instagram.
Well, you can hit her up on Glow.
But-
Glow S. I don't even know what
My
our
name is
own
Kayla
are.
Kelly. You can search me by my name. That is Kelly with an EY. I own another small business called Hippie Gypsy Soul. Maybe find me that way, whatever's easy.
It was a little intentions kit, put good vibes, good intentions
Yeah,
into your
that
life.
is like, my hippie side. That's my new small little.
I'm
gig.
25% happy.
And it's just kind of funny. Like, my mom owns this skincare empire business, and here I am making all my own natural stuff.
Hey, more power to her. You gotta chase what you feel you're destined to do, I wouldn't stop anybody from their dreams.
Me neither.
I like the science behind the
No way to
others, and
be.
it's just what I know, and my skin is just so challenging. So,
I mean, mine too.
once
too.
once
Hence
I
why
finally
I've
got
tried-
it under wraps at 42 years old, like,
I mean, I've tried everything under the
Scared to
sun, and I'm
deviate.
only 24,
yeah,
and I still struggle.
that little oily skin keeps you young,
No.
though. People are given two types: oily or dry. Dry, you gotta
I mean, I'd
chase the
rather be
lines and
oily,
wrinkles,
for
and
sure.
oily, you gotta chase the acne. But
I'm an oily bitch, but I don't love like the big pores that comes with it, all these little bumps, lichens, but
yeah,
we're working on it.
yeah.
At least
got-
I'll be young. and
I got
beautiful.
drier than the Sahara.
Yeah, I'd rather be oily, sparkly.
Oh, I like how you're saying that behind the lights. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, that is enough time for today. So we will catch you next time. Thanks
Catch
for
you
listening.
next time. Thanks for listening to the Glow Up.
Super
Tune back
grateful.
in next week and every week after that.
Bye.